Hello, I'm Ollie Smith and I'm going to demonstrate to you how, as a manager, you're going to cope with your first bookings for your first event using PoloPlay. So as you've seen before, we've set up the calendar and we're going to look at tomorrow's event, which for today is going to be Sunday the 1st of March. You see you've got 23 players booked, 81 requests, it's 4 aside and you've had 2 notes. You're looking at around about 10 chukkers there. We're going to quickly open up the list, see what we've got. You can open this up at any time beforehand, but it's obviously best to look at it once you're past your cutoff. Once you're past your cutoff is when you'll see this button here, which means you'll be able to progress and do things. Up until then you won't be able to do too much. You've got a message there from Lily Burton asking not to play with her father, and you've got a message there from Dexter Gordon asking if you can rent a pony, and I've already started to phrase an answer for him there. It's at this point you'll spread your high goalers and your low goalers early or late, try and even out the handicaps on your chukkers. You can glue one member here. I could glue Lily to Chet Baker there if I wanted to, or I could split Lily from her father on that list as well if I wanted to. This is all in the hands of the manager. Some of them made their own early requests, but myself, I've made Chet Baker play early. He's one of my professionals, so I want him early, and I've also made some other professionals play late. I can bring all the high goalers to the top of the list here to make things easier for me by clicking that button, or I can revert back to alphabetical if I wish, or I can prioritise the players that want the most chukkers, made the most chukker requests there. That's the same with any of these with a little drop down, and that one's the order they booked. Okay, so just puts that back to alphabetical. At this stage too, even though we're theoretically after cut-off, I can still add a player if I wish. I can add a visitor. I'd need to go, if he doesn't have an account, I can go to members and just create a temporary account with his name. He won't have his own login details or anything like that, but I can do that there. And we can assign the fields as well using this button. We can also edit the event and create the list to our members if we wish, or we might want to do it later after we've edited, if anything comes up there. Okay, we can still change the cut-off time, put it forward, put it back a little bit if necessary. That's the sort of thing we can do from here. So this is your first chukker list, okay? All the members are there, everyone who's booked is there, and all the details are there. And that's what you do before you confirm the event and move on to create the chukker list.